Hello everybody and happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of PJ Church. I'm still a little bit sad that we can't see each other all together in church, but I'm really pleased that you can still join us online for PJ Church. So today we are starting a new series and we're going right back to the beginning of the Bible. Well, not the very beginning, but I'll explain a bit more about that later. But we're going to be doing stories now in the Old Testament. So that's the first bit of the Bible before Jesus was born. So, to introduce our theme for this week, we're going to start with a game. So the game this week is called 20 Questions. And what you need to do is one person needs to think of somebody famous. So, for example, I might think of Winnie the Pooh. I've got to try and think of Winnie the Pooh in my head, but don't tell anybody else. And then everybody else that you're sitting with, your family members, are going to ask you 20 questions. And the questions have to have the answer either yes or no. And you, as the thinker, have to answer those questions. So, for example, somebody might say, is it an animal? And you could say yes, because Winnie the Pooh is an animal. They might say, have they been in a film? And you could say yes, because Winnie the Pooh's been in a film. So they've got 20 questions to try and guess who your character is. If they don't need 20 questions, they can guess before 20 questions, but they've got up to 20 questions. Once they've done their 20 questions, then that is it. They've got to try and make a guess as to who it is. Make sure that it's somebody famous that they might have a chance of guessing, otherwise you'll be there all day. Enjoy playing that together now. So I hope you had loads of fun playing that game, and maybe you even thought of some really obscure people to describe to your family. So I said at the beginning, we are going right back to the beginning of the Bible. Now, we're not going right back to the very beginning, because the very first story in the Bible is about how God created the world. And we're going to skip out that story. I'm sure you've heard it before about how God created the world in 7 days, and he created animals and land and sea and night and day. And at the end, he created people, and then he rested. But the story today we're going to hear about is about when it all went a little bit wrong. So listen to the story by the Adam family.
In the very beginning, when God made the world and everything was good, there were no sad days. God made the beautiful Garden of Eden for Adam and Eve to take care of. Adam and Eve loved one another, and God was never far away, so they were happy.
God said they could eat any of the juicy fruit from the trees in the garden, all except one that would not be good for them. If they ate it, bad things would happen.
But there is always someone who wants to spoil things. One sunny day, the sneaky snake came and hissed in Eve's ear.
Take no notice of what God says. He's just being mean. The fruit of the tree is good to eat. It will make you as clever as God.
Eve looked at the tree with its rosy, juicy fruit. She wanted to be as clever as God, so she reached up to pick it, and she ate. Eve gave some to Adam, and he ate the fruit too.
But that very evening, when God came to talk to them, they both hid.
Why are you hiding from me?
God said.
Have you eaten the fruit of the tree I told you not to touch?
Don't blame me. It was all Adam said. It was all Eve's fault.
Don't blame me.
Eve said, making excuses too.
It's all the snake's fault.
God looked stern and sad.
Then the snake will be punished.
God said.
But you have not done as I told you. You wanted your own way, and now everything is spoiled. I meant you always to be happy, but now things will hurt you and make you sad. I wanted you to live here with me always. But now you must go away, and you can't come back. You will have to work hard. You will grow old, and one day you will die."
And so it was.
Adam and Eve were very sad, but God was sadder still because he loved them so.
So on that sad day, Adam and Eve made a mistake, and the world was never quite the same. And people often ask me, as a Christian, they say, why do bad things happen in our world? If God is in control, why do bad things happen? And the reason is that God gives us control to make our own decisions. God gave Adam and Eve a choice about whether or not they took that fruit from the tree. And they decided that they knew best. That is why bad things happen, because we have control of our minds. If God controlled our thoughts and our minds and what we do, then we'd all be like robots, and that would be a bit strange. So God gives us what we call free will, or choices to make. Adam and Eve in the beginning made a wrong choice. And we make so many wrong choices in our lives. I make wrong choices every single day, probably every single hour of the day. Sometimes I moan at my children or my husband when they don't do things. Sometimes I think that I'm right when I'm actually not. Sometimes I do things because I'm proud and I like to tell everybody about what I've done so that I get recognition for that. But actually, we all make mistakes. We all make our own mistakes. And that's because God gives us control over our own minds. Now, I don't know if you've been following the news this week. Maybe you've been watching news round or you've heard on the radio about things that are happening in America. And some really sad things are happening when people think that just because other people look differently to them or act differently to them, then they're wrong. They don't deserve to be individual people. And again, that's an example of God giving us control of our own minds. And those people have made really bad choices. They've decided to exclude those people that look different to them. And that is a wrong choice. I wonder whether there's anybody in our lives that you can think of that's a bit different to us. Maybe they look different, maybe they've got a different hairstyle, or they've got a different skin colour. Or maybe they speak differently, or they've got a disability. Have a chat in your families now about somebody you might know that is a bit different to you, and what makes them different. So you've had a little chat about people that might be a bit different to you. Maybe they act differently or they look different. But I just want you to think for a minute what our world would be like if everybody was exactly the same. I said that if God gave us control over our minds so that we weren't all like robots. But can you imagine if everybody looked exactly the same, if everybody had the same skin colour, if everybody had the same hairstyle, if everybody wore the same clothes? Wouldn't our world be really strange? God deliberately created our world so that we are all different. And that means that we are all unique and special to God. Each and every one of us is totally special and totally unique to God. That is exactly the way that God intended it. So maybe next time you meet somebody that's a bit different to you or a bit special, a bit unique, have a think about what makes them special and unique to God. So your craft challenge this week is a bit different. I would like you to create a person of yourself. So think about the things that maybe make you unique. I said maybe you've got a freckle somewhere, or maybe your hairstyle is unique. My hairstyle is very unique first thing in the morning. And I want you to draw a picture of yourself. So you can either draw a portrait, just your head, or you can cut out a template of a man and put all of the things on. So you could do like a collage, you could do some wool for the hair, you could do some fabric for the clothes, and maybe you could put your favourite clothes on your man. You could even make it into a puppet if you want. So to explore what makes us unique and what makes us different, I want you to create your own picture of yourself. And I'd really love to see yourselves. You could even get somebody else to post them on Facebook for me, and I could try and guess who was who. or you could put all your siblings up and I've got to try and guess which one's which. So do use the Facebook page later to show me what you've been up to. So don't forget to share with me the pictures of yourselves that you've just created, the portraits or the collages or whatever you've just done. Before we finish, Ollie is going to read us a beautiful prayer from his prayer Bible.
Dear God, if you only loved me because of the busy things I do, I'd have to be busy all the time. But you love me because I'm me, and you want me to sit and listen to you. Amen.
So that is all for PJ Church this week. Now, one of the things that I know that you're missing loads is worshipping in song worship together by doing action songs. And unfortunately, we can't put them inside our PJ Church video because of copyright problems. Don't worry, children, it's an adult thing. But each week we're going to be putting on our Facebook page a song that goes with the theme of our week. So this week, it won't surprise you to know that our song is Big Family of God. So if you head over to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/St Peter's Farnborough Children, then there's a link to that video there that you can join in whenever you want to throughout the day. Have a great week and God bless.